Most fishing trips end with a story about the one that got away. This one ended with a story that had been lost for 30 years. It started with shouting, waving, and a fishing rod bending like it had just grabbed a submarine. A boy looked at the line and knew he had something huge. A man ran over thinking it was the catch of the summer. They pulled together, careful not to snap the line. But what rose from the lake was not silver scales or flapping fin. It was brown, cracked leather, dripping with secrets. That's when excitement turned into confusion, because sometimes the biggest catches aren't alive. They lifted the soaked bag into the boat, surprised by how heavy it felt. Heavy enough to mean this wasn't just trash. They opened it slowly, like it might bite back. Inside were lipsticks, cards, and a comb frozen in time. Not treasure in gold, but treasure in memory. And that's where the real mystery began, because who loses a bag in the middle of a lake and never finds it again? They dug deeper and found photographs stuck together. Old photos, faded colors, smiling faces from another decade. Suddenly, this wasn't a random object. It was someone's life. The lake had been holding onto a story, and the lake had finally decided to give it back. In a hidden pocket, they found even more pictures. One photo stood out instantly. A young woman holding a baby, the baby barely older than a year. That tiny face would change everything. Now here's where coincidence stops being coincidence. Because the man did what anyone in the modern world would do. He searched online, he searched names, he searched faces, and then he found her. A woman who had once stood on this same lake decades earlier. Back in 1992, she had been on a boat during a barbecue. When she returned home, her purse was gone. Inside were pictures of her child, pictures she thought were lost forever. Imagine thinking your memories are at the bottom of a lake. Now imagine getting a call saying they've been found. When she heard the news, she was stunned. When she saw the photos, she cried, because the baby in those pictures was now a grown man. The odds of pulling that exact bag from that exact lake at that exact time? Almost impossible. But sometimes life doesn't deal in probability. Sometimes it deals in timing. The boy who wanted to catch fish caught something else entirely. He caught closure. He caught history. He caught a story waiting to surface. And here's the twist nobody talks about. We think adventure means danger, treasure, or fame. But sometimes adventure means returning something to its owner. Sometimes the real catch is connection. That fishing rod didn't just bend under weight, it bent under destiny. So next time you cast a line, ask yourself something. What if what you're looking for isn't what you're meant to find? If this story reminded you that life